Hello trickies and trickers. Well, time to take another look at an episode from Star Trek Deep Space Nine Season 1, and that episode is Dramatis Personae. So, here we go. Major Kira believes a Valerian ship docked at the station is smuggling weapons to the Cardassians, but Commander Sisko refuses to detain the vessel without evidence. Before they can resolve their conflict, a damaged Klingon vessel arrives through the wormhole. One of his crew transports aboard Deep Space Nine as the ship explodes. The bloody man whispers, "Victory," and dies within seconds. While investigating the explosion, Constable Odo suffers a seizure and collapses. When he awakens in the infirmary, Dr. Bashir hints deviously at potential trouble between Kira and Sisko. By now, Kira has found evidence of foul play among the Valerians, and informs Sisko of her intention to confiscate their cargo. He forbids her from doing so. Meanwhile, Lieutenant Dax and Chief O'Brien take a runabout to find the Klingon's mission recorder and bring it back to the station. During their trip, O'Brien mentions the mounting tension and makes his loyalty clear to Sisko to a complacent Dax. Later, Kira attempts to win Dax's loyalty. However, Dax appears lethargic and only interested in reminiscing. Kira sees Quark attempting to eavesdrop and violently attacks him. Odo attempts to warn Sisko of parallels between the apparent bloody mutiny on the Klingon ship and what is now happening on the station. Sisko, however, has begun meticulously constructing a clock and cannot be bothered. Soon, Kira solicits Odo's help in a plan to eliminate Sisko and O'Brien. He pretends to go along with her. Meanwhile, O'Brien plusters Sisko to escape the station and returns with reinforcements to overthrow Kira. Odo studies the Klingon log further, learning that the Klingons had discovered a collection of energy spheres with telepathic imprints of an ancient power struggle that destroyed a race known as the Salathna. Odo realizes that the imprint is affecting Deep Space Nine's senior staff, causing them to reenact the power struggle that doomed the Sultana and the Klingon crew. Odo alone is unaffected. He visits Bashir again and pretends collaboration to co-opt him into finding a way to reverse the imprint. Bashir finds a way to remove the telepathic influence from the crew, and Odo plays on the trust of both Kira and Sisko to lure both sides into one of the cargo bays. There, Odo activates Bashir's cure, and a purple gaslight cloud emerges from the officers, who regain their senses. Odo opens the cargo bay doors, venting the cloud into space and removing the telepathic imprint permanently. Well, that's good. But did we ever find out what happened with the Valerian ship? Well, I guess not. It's just one of those mysteries that will never be explained. So overall, I think this episode is pretty solid, and having the crew react to those telepathic imprints or whatever was kind of interesting, especially how it affected each of them individually. So, yeah. So overall, I give Dramatis Personae 3 warp cores out of 5. Well, tune in a bit as we take a look at Duet. So, until then, live long and prosper, everybody.